Good afternoon and welcome to Williams Dog Training Company. We're here today with Fred and Sasha. What we're going to be demonstrating for you today is Sasha's ability to understand and respond to her obedience commands, the corrections and motivations that we give her while we are working with her, and the training equipment that we're using. Fred is using a regular 6-foot web training leash and is going to keep the bulk of that leash folded neatly in his right hand, leaving his left hand free to give the correction. The correction that we give is a tug and let go on the training collar, which is the second piece of equipment that we're using. Sasha's been fitted with her own personal training collar, and we'll show you how to properly use this during your one-on-one lesson. As you can see, Sasha is seated very nicely on Fred's left, which is where all our obedience training is done. The first exercise we're going to demonstrate is heeling, which is proper walking on a leash, and Fred and Sasha take off doing that now. The command you want to use for this is Sasha heel, and we've also incorporated into this an automatic sit. Whenever Fred stops his feet, Sasha will sit. There's an automatic sit there. It's important during the heeling exercise that Sasha walks nicely at your pace on your left-hand side. She shouldn't pull ahead of you or lag behind. She's been trained to walk at your pace. There's an automatic sit there. The next exercise we're going to be demonstrating is the stay command. The stay is a hand and voice command. Fred will use the open flat of his left palm, an inch or so from Sasha's muzzle, and the one-word command to stay. He backs out to the end of the training leash. It's a great exercise to build up self-control and maturity in Sasha. Start practicing at about a minute and work your way up in increments to about 3. When Fred returns back to Sasha, he's going to walk all the way around her, providing an added distraction as he goes behind her and right back to that left-hand side heel position. She holds her stay throughout. He gives her a little praise and they take off heeling again. I'll show you some more of the heel to sit and the stay. There's an automatic sit there. He gives her the stay again and back out to the end of the training leash. And this time, instead of returning back, he'll demonstrate the come or the recall command. You call her in using her name in a nice voice. She comes in, sits nicely right in front of you. And then we have an exercise called the finish. Sasha heels around the back of Fred and right back to that left-hand side heel position. He'll demonstrate it one more time. He's going to leave her in a sit stay and walk out to the end of the training leash. And then he's going to call her in using her name. And she comes in, sits nicely right in front of him. And then the finish where she'll heels around the back and right back to his left-hand side and sits nicely. Excellent job. He gives her a little praise and they take off heeling again. It's a good time to remind you want to practice all your commands about 15 to 20 minutes a day to keep all the commands fresh in Sasha's mind. You can practice inside or outside your home and just incorporate the commands into your daily routine. Now we're going to show you our down commands. The first is down from a heel position. Fred used the open flat of his left palm straight down to the ground and the one-word firm command to down. Backs out to the end of the training leash. It's another great exercise to build self-control and maturity in Sasha. You want to start this one at about 3 minutes and work your way up in increments to about 5. And when Fred returns back to Sasha, he's going to walk all the way around her as he did on the sit stay and right back to that left-hand side heel position. Excellent job, and they take off heeling again. We'll show you that down command one more time. He gives her the down and a stay and back out to the end of the training leash. And this time he'll demonstrate that come or recall command right out of the down instead of returning back to her.
Sasha, come.
You call her in using her name. She comes in, sits nicely right in front of him. And then the finish where she heels around the back and right back to that left-hand side. Excellent job. We'll give them a minute to get lined up for our final command, which is down from a distance. This will be the down from a distance. You're going to leave Sasha in a sit stay and walk out to the end of the training leash. It's the only time you want to use your right hand to give the command. She broke it, so he corrects her and repeats the command over again.
Down.
And then he's going to return back to her by walking all the way around and right back to that left-hand side heel position. Alright, we've demonstrated a few of the obedience commands that Sasha has learned here at school. It's been a pleasure working with Sasha, and we thank you again for choosing Williams Dog Training Company as your personal dog trainer.